Let's talk a little Mac Jones, why don't we? 5 quarterbacks in the first 9 picks of Todd McShay's mock draft 3.0 that's out today. But how about the last of the 5 to go? That would be Mac Jones to the 49ers in a projected trade at 9th overall. So, Todd, we start with you. Why do you think that you would see a trade up here and Mac Jones go to the 49ers?
If there's a run on 4 quarterbacks early, then you know a team is going to wind up moving up. We'll see how it all plays out, but Mac Jones has overcome a lot. He hung in there when Tua Tagovailoa was the 5-star recruit, and he was the guy, and Bryce Young was supposed to be the new guy as another 5-star recruit coming in. But he refused to give up the job. I mean, that's the whole thing. And I love his competitiveness, his toughness, and most importantly, his accuracy. If you watch him inside the pocket throwing the ball, he is so accurate, especially on the deep ball and the perimeter. It's fun to watch. And he had a Joe Burrow-like season, but for some reason, he's not the number 1 overall pick, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. He's a little more mobile inside the pocket than people realize, too. And you're right, Todd. A lot of people thought that it would be Bryce Young as the quarterback for Alabama, but Mac Jones was like, no, I'm going to win this job. So, Marcus, in this particular case with Jimmy G, is Jones better than him?
I think his upside, he has the upside to be better, but right now, no. I don't think it's a significant difference for you to trade up and take him over Jimmy G at this point. But I wouldn't take most of these quarterbacks over Jimmy G, right? Because we know what he's doing. Now, athletically and traits and skill-wise and what they could project to is where you make that argument. But I will say this, okay, because I know this is not a part of the answer that we talked about earlier, but this is key for me. Like, when you turn on tape, this for Todd again, sorry. When you turn on tape, like I did, and watch Mac Jones, Todd, outside of the athleticism, Mac Jones' tape looked better than all of these quarterbacks. So why him being the 5th guy out of all of these guys? He legit has a better looking tape. And I know people be thinking I be attacking Todd, but I really try to get in his brain to understand when he's evaluating. Do you deduct because of the talent and the offensive line and the type of scheme? Like, is that deductions into his production? Because if you just solely take the faces off of these quarterbacks and the names, Mac Jones could be a hard argument. He's competing to be the 1st guy off the board.
That's the frustrating part this year. You got Trevor Lawrence, like I said, then you got a BYU quarterback, and then you've got 3 other guys from very different situations. An FCS quarterback in Trey Lance from North Dakota State. You've got Mac Jones, who's got 3 offensive linemen who are going to get drafted probably in the first 3-4 rounds. And a running back in Najee Harris, who's going to be a 1st-round pick in my estimation, and 2 wide receivers that are going to be 1st-round picks as well. So it's tough to evaluate when the circumstances are so different.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.